everyone, it's Teacher KJ. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you have visited before, welcome back to the KJ Teacher channel. It's been 1 month since I last posted a video on my YouTube channel because life has been crazy, and you can tell because my hair used to look like this and now I just cut it short to relieve stress or something. But yeah, today I'm coming in with an episode of the Q&A with Teacher KJ that was shot last month and I only had time to edit this week. So I hope that you're going to enjoy Q&A with Teacher KJ episode 2 on relationships.
Hi everyone, I'm Teacher KJ. I've been in a relationship for 10 years now. It's my first relationship and hopefully also my last.
Oh.
I am Jeric. I am 27 years old. I am single and desperate, and I've given up.
Hi everyone, I'm Patty. I'm 26 years old and I'm single.
Hi, I'm Teacher Charles, and I am single.
Sige, single. What is the best advice you can give to someone who's trying to re-establish a connection to a friend but didn't succeed? Like ignored SMS and calls even in social media.
Different kasi sa relationship and friendship eh. So I think for friendship, when somebody doesn't reply, I try to be mature enough na I'll let them heal or I'll let them go through whatever they're going through. And I think it could also happen to us that there are people who wants to be friends with us tapos we don't want to be friends with them. So I think we just have to find the right people with the same vibration sa atin. I'm not saying na you don't reach out, but I think if you've done your part, let them do their part.
Oo. At the end of the day, ang makokontrol mo lang naman kasi yung sarili mo eh. Hindi mo naman siya pwedeng makontrol eh.
Ako, siguro it depends on the situation. If that friend is cutting you off for some reasons, then you have to respect that decision. Give them some space. Maybe they're going through something. You have your own priorities. You have your own lives.
Hindi mo naman kailangan natin magkausap kayo. Yun nga, wag po yung kakamustahin mo ng kakamustahin, ayaw nga nyo ng kausap mo yun. Di ba? Ito lang ito na. I also try my best to make my friends feel na despite the space that maybe they're consciously creating, feeling na they can always come back to me.
What do you advise for those people na starting an online business or social media influencers na nakakaramdam ng tampo sa mga kaibigan nila na hindi or minsan hindi nagpakita ng support sa kanila?
First one, it should never be a test of friendship. Kasi there are things that, for example, we're selling, and if you're that friend and you're not using that, it's difficult for you to vouch for that. Pero I wouldn't say na parang just because your friend is not, for example, sharing your channel or your friend is not sharing your page, doesn't mean that they don't care about you. If people are not noticing the things that we're doing, we feel na we are a failure. And syempre, it's difficult kasi they should be the first ones who should support our businesses, yung mga ganong bagay.
It's normal for online sellers and those who upload content on social media to feel frustrated, especially halimbawa, you focus on the numbers. Katulad ng, halimbawa, you have 1,000 friends on Facebook, pero yung YouTube subscribers mo, halimbawa, 100 lang. What happened to the other 900 friends you have on Facebook? Why are they not liking or subscribing to your channel, diba? Pero then, it's not their responsibility. Kasi it's your personal responsibility to grow your market, to grow your audience. And kung hindi sila yun, baka hindi sila yung target audience nung nung product mo or nung content na meron ka. Although, shout out na rin dun sa mga friends, di ba, na baka naman, pwede ka rin din naman mag-live. Pero di ba? So kung may extra time nga naman at alam nyo madamdamin yung mga friends ninyo, now that we are in quarantine, i-share nyo na rin.
Ask for help. Kasi baka mamaya, your friends aren't really aware of what they can do for you.
So advice for teens who are heartbroken in their high school years.
For me, accept the feeling that you've been heartbroken. And then, I believe in the process, so go through the process of healing. However deep or shallow the wound may be. If the process requires you to deal with it for a long time, then go ahead and deal with it. No, I don't think there's a schedule or a deadline for you to be okay again. So go through the process. As long as, in the process of healing the pain, you still take care of yourself.
Ako at their age, that is totally emotionally frustrating. I've been through that, and what I'm happy about is, from that experience, you learn a lot from it. You become emotionally mature. And time will always come. Time will come na magiging okay din ang lahat. I mean, you will meet a lot of people in the future, in college, in your career life, and you would realize that there will always be a reason that particular thing happened to you, and you will thank that process or you will thank that person because you became a better person because of what you have experienced from high school.
What advice do you give to your students who feel so down because their crush or crushes don't reciprocate their feelings? They're kids, but yeah, I don't have that patience to understand students who think they are so in love.
I've had students who come to me and talk about their love lives. Meron na talaga sila. They really have one. Tapos ako, as a teacher, I don't impose. Parang kasi it feels as though you're invalidating what they're feeling, which will make them not listen more. So what I do is I listen to them, I ask them questions about it. Parang I let them realize on their own. So it's a matter of questioning, and it's a test of patience then. Kasi as a teacher, you have to understand na some things may not matter to us, pero for some students, it could be their world. And we have no control of that. So the only thing that we can do is to help them realize on their own.
What advice can you give to teens who are in a relationship, especially those who just entered high school? Ilang taon yan? 12, 13, ganyan, no?
11.
Okay lang. Pero be smart about it. So don't let themselves go so easily. Pero don't take it too seriously at this early stage. Yung mga iba talagang parang they strive to have relationships at this age.
Don't give your youth away lang.
Naniniwala ka ba na pwedeng magkatuluyan ang high school sweetheart?
I think it's possible. Parang marami naman ng mga stories. Siguro watch siya ng wala na palang ABS-CBN, no? Nood siya ng MMK sa YouTube or magpakailanman.
Ako naman, meron nga nagkakatuluyan na magkababata eh. Meron naman nagkakatuluyan talaga na kakakilala lang. Meron din na sobrang tagal na pero hindi nagkakatuluyan.
Anything is possible, di ba?
Yes.
Sabi lang namin sa'yo, Margo, naniniwala kami sa lahat ng bagay posibles. What is your love advice for couples who are on forced LDR because of lockdown? See each other every day. Parang, he picks me up from home, tapos ihatid niya ako sa school. Tapos pag uwian, magdi-dinner kami, tapos ihatid niya rin ako sa bahay. Nung suddenly, nagkaroon ng suspension of classes, isipin niyo, nag-birthday ako, March 8. March 9 may pasok. Tapos March 10, biglang suspended na yung classes. Tapos simula March 10 hanggang May, hindi na kami nagkita. Still, at the end of the day, communication pa din. It all boils down to communication. We're just lucky na ngayon, it's easy to communicate kasi meron naman tayong chat and video call, yung mga ganyan. So, siguro kung wala yung mga bagay na yan, mas crazy. So, ganun lang talaga, holding on to hope na everything will eventually end. Yung parang look forward na lang to the next time you'll be together. Tapos, the time you spend apart, also use the time to reflect on your relationship then, on what made you love that person, yung mga ganon. So, you get to appreciate the person more. Advice for couples na mag-LDR soon.
Ako, number one, establish trust. Number two is do not be paranoid. Number three, always allot some time. And number four, lastly, you have to talk about it. It's gonna be a lot of risk. There will be challenges and there will be a lot of things that would come your way.
Ano lang, may not be true for all, pero I think it's difficult, especially if you don't have a strong foundation. And when you mature together, that's when you get to understand that there are things that we have to sacrifice. And it's not going to be forever. Parang eventually, you would come back, tapos, diba, you're doing things naman, not for your own selfish pleasures or desires siguro.
Any advice for those whose love languages is physical touch, especially now that some couples are still not seeing each other after months of quarantine?
It's so difficult for me to answer because physical touch is not my love language. So for me, it's so easy to forgo physical touch. So, but I would understand if other people actually have that love language. Maybe the only thing I'm thinking of right now is to think of the welfare of the person you love. And that maybe you can use as a motivation na one day when things get better, not just between the two of you, but also with the world, you can still express your love through physical touch.
Do you guys know your love languages?
Ako,
No, my love language is service.
Ako kasi my love language is words of affirmation. Kaya actually it's important talaga to know the love languages of, hindi lang sa romantic relationships, pero
Love
kahit sa
language.
family and sa friends. Love advice for couples na may trust issue dahil sa third party.
If it would always bother you after what happened and it doesn't give you the full trust anymore and you would always get back to his cheating mistake and it doesn't make you feel happy or
At peace.
it makes you question yourself, it heightens up insecurities on yourself, then you should be stopping it.
What relationship advice can you give for couples who have been together for a very long time but never or has not yet settled or gotten married? You don't decide kasi that you get married based on how long you've been together. Parang you will naturally feel it when your relationship is supposed to go to the next level. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 year, 10 years. Reflect then, what is the next stage? Or are you supposed to go to the next stage? Or meron na bang something wrong? Siguro it's time to talk about it. Communication talaga yung answer. What's your advice for newly married couples for a longer and stronger relationship?
it should be a pain that you're ready to endure. I think lang. Kasi it's a difficult thing. Well, kinasal.
Enjoy the time together before having kids. Make sure that once you have decided to have kids, is ready na kayo for another person yun. Kasi,
Unless what they want is to have a kid right away.
right
yes,
away.
yes.
Oo.
Ooh, okay, this one. Career or love life? You can't pick both. Which one are you going to pick?
Okay, so parang let me situate it first. Kunwari may job or scholarship opportunity sa ibang bansa, there's something big. So usually yung mga people in a relationship would not want that. I'd say for the right person, I won't accept the opportunity. I'm torn. Parang kasi one, I was thinking, a part of me would say na if that person really loves me, he should be able to support me with whatever
Endeavors.
opportunity that would feed my growth. But at the same time, if that's gonna affect his growth, since dapat mutual yung growth namin, baka we can compromise.
I am at a point in my life siguro kasi na ang dami ding dumadating na opportunities. Tapos at the same time, I'm also trying to plan to get settled Sa totoo lang, it's very difficult. Pero kagaya ng sabi ni Patty, the first thing I would do is really to talk to him kung ano yung magiging mutual decision. Pero I know he would say na it's up to me. Whatever I feel will make me happy, yun yung sasabihin niyang gawin ko. At this point in my life, I think hindi ako manghihinayang na meron akong may mapalagpas na isang opportunity. Kasi my greatest dream in my life is not to be a teacher, it's not to go abroad, it's to make a family.
Again, for
For the right person. How can a person not fall in love to someone? Like for the guy, it's all just a pastime. But for the girl, she was falling. So parang one-sided or parang fling-fling. Pero yung guy, hindi seryoso. Pero yung girl, parang siniseryoso na niya. I don't think that's something you can control.
It's fine if you fall in love. Kasi baka merong fantasy na eventually the guy would like her. Pero if you feel na it's toxic, for example, I think that's when you should be brave enough to walk away.
Tanong nandyan is, what do you think your worth is? Do you think you deserve that? If you think it's okay with you, then go. May mga tao kasi na they can handle it. Pero if you think that you cannot handle it and it goes against your values, it's difficult.
Okay. What do you think it means if he doesn't bother to reply to your messages anymore?
Kailangan itagoy yung bandila ng mga iniwan, joke. at pinost. Feeling ko lang, parang nag-retain sa utak ko yung line na no message is already a message.
Even the type of response and even the way he responds or she responds to you, it gives you a lot of things.
The degree of effort is always a statement.
You should know when to stop and to say to yourself na I will only invest in you as much as you invest in me.
Just to be balanced, I think parang those people who don't get messages, they feel na they're always the victim. Pero baka parang if you're experiencing the same problems over and over again, there's also something wrong with you.
What advice can you give for single people who are already near or on their 30s?
It's a valid feeling to feel anxious about it because society has standards on example when we should be married. What more kung wala ka pang boyfriend like me? Parang I'm secured right now. Kasi I diverted my energy to other things that I love. Huwag ka ma-insecure. It's always best to build your self-worth.
Yes.
Kasi
That's correct.
may mga times, like based on experience na may mga times na you would doubt yourself, ganyan. Sense of security rin na parang wala ba nagkakagusto sa'yo or what. Pero don't allow those thoughts to drown you and affect your self-worth. And just go on with your day-to-day life.
And to add to that, parang you have to ask yourself, are you willing to sacrifice years of your life for a relationship that you're rushing?
So thank you guys again for joining me in episode 2 of Q&A with Teacher KJ. So I think it was fun. I learned a lot from these people kahit na they claim na they don't have much experience, but they do. They have a lot of wisdom in relationships. And if you have other questions that you want us to answer or what other themes yung gusto nyong sagutin naming apat, please comment down below so that we can answer it in one of my next vlogs. I'm Teacher KJ.
Jeric.
I'm Patty.
I'm Charles.
This is the KJ Teacher Channel.
Like and subscribe.